my very first visual novel. I've never done this before, so I hope you don't have to have any sort of like video game experience because I do not. It's called Andromeda 6. Andromeda 6. So yeah, I just thought it looked pretty fun, and you can see we have some very attractive looking people on the left side of the screen, and yeah, I think we're gonna meet them all, so maybe not all of them, but we'll meet some of them today, right? So anyway, let's start the game. Okay, so there is a photosensitivity and epilepsy warning, so if you have any sensitivities, please be aware of that. This video might not be for you. I'll probably try to skip any flashing that happens just because it's not very relaxing, but there's just a little warning. That's gonna be our name. Sorry if you can hear my laptop, by the way, it's kind of noisy. So, she, her. And now we get to choose our species. Okay, this is fun. Alright, so the blue one is called a Talari, I think. Gentle and intelligent alien race dedicated to their medical studies and nurturing way of life. Okay, that sounds really cool. I'd love to be an alien. Human, okay. Ooh, her eyes opened. The most populous of all species, renowned for their scientific advances in engineering. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, that one's kind of boring. I'm already a human all the time. I kind of want to be something else. And then the last one is the purple one, and it's a Catalfin. Okay. Ooh, I think she has gills. A humanoid race gifted with the ability to live both on land or water. Oh. This unique species easily adapts to their chosen habitat. Oh, that's cool too. Okay, I think I'm gonna choose the Talari because they're gentle and nurturing, which I feel is pretty appropriate for ASMR. Okay, episode 1, error 404. Ooh. My eyes crack open slowly, one and then the other. There's a heaviness that's settled behind them, and I squint as they adjust to the fluorescent lights hanging overhead. With a low groan, I manage to push myself up on my elbows, surveying my surroundings clumsily. A small room, metal walls and a desk, 2 closed doors. A couple of empty crates sit stacked in one corner, and overall the room gives off the impression of being unused. No personal belongings, no decoration. It's all quite bare. I panic for a moment, my mind racing through all the possible reasons there could be to explain my being here, in this place I don't recognize, with no memory of how I got here. Am I in a cell? I push myself into a sitting position, my body feeling like an entire building has fallen on it. The mattress beneath me, although soft enough to be comfortable, does nothing to soothe the ache that has settled in my muscles. My eyes flick over the small room once again, eyebrows dipping in confusion. There's something else, a whirring. I feel it almost as much as I hear it. Is the room moving? My breath sticks in my throat, panic and confusion rising in me like a wave. Where the hell am I? And why can't I remember anything? The door opposite me hisses and shifts, sliding back into the wall as it opens, and something in me turns defensive, pulls my knees up to my chest.
I didn't know you were awake.
The man that enters the room is so tall, his head almost touches the top of the door frame. Oh, don't tell me that. Oh my gosh.
Apologies. I should have knocked.
He offers me a tight smile, and the metal chair beneath the desk scrapes across the floor as he pulls it out, sitting and leaning forward with his arms rested on his knees.
How are you feeling?
He looks at me expectantly, and though I refuse to let my guard down so easily, an answer escapes me anyway. Oh girl, I do the same. Okay, how are we feeling? I mean, honestly, based on everything she said already, I've said already, I'm feeling pretty horrible, you know. I'm not feeling good. I can't remember anything. I look the man over, from his gentle half smile to his casual posture. My gaze falls nervously upon the pistols strapped to his body, but there's nothing in his demeanor that suggests he's intended to use them on me. Oh, that was a Freudian slip. I'm so sorry. Why do I want this man to do something to me? Okay, I'm so sorry. He certainly doesn't look like he's here to harm me. Okay, there we go. Now we're talking about myself. I don't know what happened to me, but whatever it was, I don't think it was much fun.
I'm sorry to hear that.
He chuckles softly, and I find myself thinking there's something I like about his voice. Something warm. Ah.
I was, worried about you after.
His eyes flicker a little, almost as though he would take back those words if he could. Oh. After what? The awkward silence that follows is noticeable, his hesitation hanging thick in the air. Something happened, something big, and somehow, I can't remember what. Though, even in the face of such uncertainty, one thing is abundantly clear. Whether I can trust the man in front of me or not, I need answers. Okay, what are we gonna ask him? I feel like this question's a little deep, you know? Like, who am I? Like, really only I can answer that question, right? So I'm gonna ask him where I am because, I need to know where I'm at. Where am I? This place doesn't seem familiar. He hesitates only a moment before something unseen inside him shifts.
You're on board the Andromeda 6.
Ooh, title sequence.
I'm June, by the way.
Oh, hi, June. The Andromeda 6. It doesn't ring a bell. I understand now that it's a spaceship, but I don't recall ever being here before. I take a deep breath to calm myself, but it doesn't help much.
And you are?
Oh, Junie, I wish I knew. I open my mouth to tell him, but stop short when no memory of my name surfaces. Who am I? I have a name. I feel it there on the tip of my tongue, but every time I reach out, it escapes me. Not sure. June frowns, and I can't keep the worry from bubbling up inside me. I should be able to remember something as simple as my own name. Closing my eyes, I try to coax the memory to the forefront of my mind. I can feel it lingering on the edge of my thoughts, and I know it's close, hidden behind the mist in my mind. Nothing. I can't remember. My throat tightens at the realization. Not knowing where I am is one thing, but not knowing my own name? All the names that cross my mind feel foreign, not one of them standing out as mine. Panic begins to crawl into my lungs, contracting my throat, leaving me gasping for breath.
Hey, don't panic. Look at me.
Okay. June pulls his chair closer to the bed, his eyes locked on mine. He takes a deep breath in through his nose, releasing it slowly through his mouth. With a hand, he gestures for me to do the same. Guys, do it with me, okay? After a few breaths in and out. One more time. In and out. My muscles seem to unknot a little, reason returning to me.
Now, close your eyes. Relax. Just keep breathing through it.
I'm hesitant, but I follow his instruction, rolling my shoulders a little. I close my eyes and let out a deep, shuddering breath. I know my name. It's here, somewhere.
Don't try to force it. Focus on clearing your mind, calming it. Let it come to you.
His voice washes over me like a balm, soothing and healing my fractured nerves. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Ever so slowly, my mind empties. The darkness it leaves behind like an endless abyss, waiting to be filled. After a few more moments, something clicks into place, like the download button on my mind has regained power once again. Trying to hold all other thoughts at bay, I part my lips and speak the one word that hangs like a neon light in the back of my mind. Oh no, I just remembered what I named myself. Oh gosh. Smiley face. Oh god. I didn't know they were gonna use my name. Okay. Smiley face. That's my name. Colon parentheses. No, that's worse. Okay. A breath of fresh air washes through my lungs, my frustration from earlier receding a little. I try to push a little further, a last name or even my home. But the more I try, the more the black hole of my memories sucks me into nothingness. Nothing comes to mind, not even the slightest inkling. I decide not to push it anymore for now. My first name will have to do. Slowly, I open my eyes again, a smile tugging at my lips as my eyes fall upon June and that contagious lopsided grin of his. Oh my god. I am smiley face. June grins wider, and it's one of those smiles that reaches his eyes, wrinkles the skin beside them. No. Ow, he's sitting next to me. It's a pleasure to meet you, smiley face. Oh my god, why is this game making me flustered? Is this what these games are supposed to do, or am I weird? Okay.
Do you remember anything else?
I search my mind, every darkened crevice and corner, but come up short. No. June lets out a sigh, as if it burdens him to be the one to tell me whatever comes next.
There was an attack on the palace in SHOUTOUT. We found you unconscious nearby. A bridge had collapsed. Well, it had been destroyed, actually. Our medic healed what she could, but we never expected memory loss to be a factor. Perhaps you lived around the area? Does any of this sound familiar to you?
I shake my head. I recall the city of SHOUTOUT, capital of the planet Goldis, but did I live there? Do I have a life there? Or a family waiting for me? My mind seems bathed in darkness, coming up blank with each attempt to remember my past. I'm sorry. I remember the city, but nothing past that. June ducks his head, thinking for a moment.
It could be some type of short-term memory loss. We'll have our medic look over you again. If you remember where you're from, we can help you get back there. There must be someone waiting for you.
There isn't. The words leave my mouth before I can stop them, but somehow I know it's true. And even if it isn't, what good would it be if I can't even remember them? June shifts in his chair, but I cut in before he has the chance to say more. All I know right now is my name. I have you to thank for that. It's a start, right? I chew on my bottom lip anxiously, feeling his eyes flicker over me. I know the thought of forgetting everything should be terrifying, but for some reason I feel... What do we feel, guys? What do we feel? I mean, I feel like she was saying it should be a bad feeling, but instead, she feels kind of okay about it, right? I don't know, that's the vibe I got. I'm gonna say calm, okay? Calm. At peace with whatever has happened to me. I don't know, maybe it's a sign. An opportunity for me to make a fresh start. I still want to remember something. Anything. But I could be on the run for all I know. Exiled even. Better to avoid that kind of trouble, don't you think? An uneasiness settles in my stomach, and I think that perhaps I'm more shaken up than I've let on. The only consolation is that June seems worried enough for the both of us. His eyes go wide at my words. I can practically feel the concern dripping from him.
I'm sorry. We should get you to the medic. She'll be able to help you far better than I can.
Oh, buddy, you're doing great.
She's Talari. Perhaps you remember their reputation?
I thought I was Talari. I do. I mean, oh, there we go. I am one after all. Just not a healer like most. At least, I don't think so. June offers his hand to help me stand, and when I take it, his skin is surprisingly warm, a stark contrast to the cold metal walls of the room around us. Oh my gosh. Despite the roughness of his skin, the calluses on his fingers, his touch is gentle. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm trying to stay, like, neutral, but is this what these games do? Like, are we supposed to fall in love with people? Are we supposed to fall for fictional men? Oh my gosh, okay. For a moment, I think I'm okay to stand on my own, but when I let go of his hand, my legs buckle beneath me. Oh, that feeling sucks. Oh my gosh. Letting out a yelp, I'm hit with the sense of falling for only a split second before a strong arm wraps around my waist, holding me up. Smiley face.
Are you alright?
Not anymore. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wait, we get the opportunity to flirt. Oh my god. Okay. I can either say I'm okay. If you wanted to get closer, you could have just asked. Okay. The middle one is like too much for me. I think I would never say that. Well, maybe I would. I wouldn't say it right now. Like, she just almost, like, fell on the floor, so I think flirting might not be appropriate. She's also not okay, so I want to flirt a little bit. I mean, he's so fine. Okay. I'm gonna say I pretty vague, and I don't really know what they mean by flirt, because that doesn't seem like flirting, but we're gonna pick it. June is close. Very close. A warm flush creeps up the back of my neck, and I find myself falling into deep gray eyes. Nice catch. Nice catch. Wow, smiley face. Seriously? Oh god, tell me about it. I am not a good flirt. Nice catch. I've never heard that one before. June laughs, and the sound of it only makes my face flush hotter. Sorry.
Don't be. That smile looks good on you.
If I had thought my cheeks were hot before, now they're straight up burning. I don't think I could string a proper sentence together even if I tried. Luckily, June flushes too, and I'm relieved knowing I'm not the only one. Helping me steady myself, his hands linger on my waist a second or two longer than they need to. But the way my stomach flitters in response makes me realize that maybe I don't mind that after all. I'm cut short when the lights above us blink on and off and the ship lurches, oh no, prompting June to steady me with a hand on my arm once again. What was that? Just technical issues. Oh, way to be vague, June. What kind of technical issues? Last thing I need is to be stranded on a broken starship with no memory. One crisis at a time, thank you very much. Very true. June smiles at me reassuringly. Nothing to worry about. Come on, I'll show you the infirmary on my way out. Okay, I don't know, Junie. It feels like something to worry about, buddy. I follow behind June down a couple of corridors. The ship isn't massive by any means, but it certainly seems bigger than I expected. When he stops in front of a set of blue, transparent double doors, he turns to me.
This is where I leave you. I should probably get to the bridge before all hell breaks loose.
The alarm must show on my face because he shakes his head and chuckles softly.
Nothing to worry about. Now head on in. Riona will take care of you.
Thank you, June. He stops and gives me a strange look, his eyes wide. But just as quickly, he smiles gently and nods before disappearing down the corridor. By June. When I enter the infirmary, as cautious and quiet as a rabbit avoiding a trap, the first thing that hits me is the smell. It smells clean, but not in that sterile medical way. More like dewy grass and fresh rain, like the open air and sky. Okay, I just gotta say really quick that dewy grass and fresh rain do not smell clean, in my opinion, okay? They smell good, but they do not smell clean. Like, when my clothes smell like grass or like rain, I want to clean them because they don't smell clean. I'm just saying. Anyway. It reminds me of a cool spring morning, though I can't recall having ever experienced one. It's almost homey. Oh, you're awake. The voice that startles me is surprisingly soft, and my head tilts to follow the sound. Oh, she's so cool. Oh my gosh. She's Talari, by the looks of her luminescent skin, her primal yellow eyes. Okay, so this is what we look like, kind of, right? Do we have blue skin and yellow eyes? Ooh. My chest warms with a feeling of familiarity. I'm not the only one. Riona. I'm Riona. It's good to finally see you up and about. You've been looking after me? She smiles, and there's something so soft, so calming about it, that it soothes right down to my bones. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, so Talari should be ASMR artists, is what I'm getting from this. Okay. Nature's ASMR artists. I'm reluctant to let my guard down so easily, but her soothing presence hardly inspires fear. Yes, I'm the medic here. And your name is? Smiley face. Pleasure to meet you, smiley face. Please, take a seat. Let's have a look at you. She gestures with long, thin fingers toward the medical chair that's positioned in the center of the room, and I follow her instructions, noting the plastic that crinkles beneath me as I sit. So, how are you feeling? Physically, I think I'm okay, but I hesitate, and she cocks her head to the side, watching me curiously and giving me time to get my thoughts in order. I haven't been able to remember much besides my name. I see. Riona grabs a long silver wand from a metal table and holds it in front of me. May I? I nod, and she lights the tip with a swish, shining the blue lights on the end into my eyes, one after the other. Okay, tell me this isn't like an ASMR medical roleplay. Oh my gosh. I suspected you had a concussion when they brought you in here. You had hit your head rather hard. I cleaned it up and lasered the wound back together, but I'm afraid there's not a lot I can do for memory loss. Her fingers are cool against my scalp when she inspects the old wound next, giving an approving hum at whatever she finds there. Have you noticed any issues with your vision or coordination? The silver wand is pressed gently inside my ear before Riona pulls it back out and inspects the strange illuminated symbols on the side. When I first got out of bed, I lost my balance. Since then, apart from the memory thing, I've been feeling fine. Riona holds the wand in front of my face vertically, and a blue light washes over me, blinking for a few seconds before it dissipates entirely. When I follow her gaze to the screen behind me, the images have changed, depicting a series of numbers and icons I can't understand. Your scans are almost back to normal, aside from some bruising here and there, though that's to be expected. She stands back and inspects me, her nose crinkled slightly in thought. Physically, you're healing well. If you've already remembered your name, my best guess would be a mild case of retrograde amnesia. Amnesia? Yes, it's more common than you may think following a head injury, though I can't say that every patient heals in the same way. But it will heal. I will remember, won't I? Riona gives a sad smile, and in that moment, I know she's just as unsure as I am. Only time will tell. Perhaps if I ask you some questions, they might trigger a memory. It's worth a shot. Let's see. Where did you live? Guys, I don't know. I think based on everything we've said, we do not know where we are from. That's what I'm gonna guess. I try once more to come up with some glimpse of my past, but it's to no avail. I don't know. Riona must see my frustration because she smiles at me in encouragement. It's all right. Let's try another question. Oh, she's so sweet. Let's see if you remember anything else. Do you have any siblings? Okay, I don't want to say I don't know for everything. So, truthful. Because yes, I do. Yes, I think I had many. Oh wow, okay. I have this feeling I was always surrounded by brothers and sisters, but it never felt like a family. There was one though. I gasp when a sharp pain shoots through my head. Whatever memory I was grasping onto slipping through my fingers like sand. I can't remember anymore. Don't push yourself too hard. We can try again later. I nod and glance around the room, and once again I'm hit by that smell. I notice now that there's something else mixed into it. Something sweet, almost fruity. Can I ask what the smell is? Oh, it's my mister. Riona gestures to a small cylinder-shaped object in the corner of the room. I can program it to replicate scents. This one is of my home planet, Talaran. She giggles unexpectedly, as if she didn't mean to say that. I guess I'm a little homesick. Okay, what did we say? I mean, I feel like Talaran probably is beautiful. But I kind of want to hear a little bit about her family. I don't know, is that prodding too much? Yeah, I think that's being a little nosy, right? Plus, it might bring up bad vibes for her, so let's talk about the planet. I feel like that's safe. I've heard Talaran is beautiful. I mean, I'm not sure how I know, but I'm sure it is. Riona smiles fondly, and I get the impression she's envisioning her home in her mind. You're right, it is. Crystal water, clear skies, green stretching as far as you can see, and dotted all over the planet are enormous spires, towers that disappear high into the clouds. Oh, that does sound beautiful. Each spire can hold an entire city, hospitals, schools, homes. People think Goldis is the shining star of the system, but Talaran is the real jewel. It's more beautiful than this hunk of junk anyway. But don't let the captain know I said that. Who's the captain? I smile at her words, but the picture she paints of Talaran is as unfamiliar to me as the rest of my past. Why did you leave? She smiles sadly, and I can't help but to feel a little of the emotion myself, sinking into my skin like dew. I wanted to help the people that no one else would. Oh, she's great. Oh my gosh, we can flirt with Riona. What? Can we flirt with everybody? Is that a thing? Wow, oh my gosh. Okay. I mean, we did just flirt with June, so I don't know if we should flirt with everybody. But maybe we should. I don't know. What would I say? Okay. And did you? I mean, I feel like she is with us right now, right? So, was it worth it? I mean, I feel like it's gotta be worth it, right? It's what she wanted to do. Okay, I genuinely think that I would say that's kind of you. I mean, I don't know how that's flirting, but yet again, like, I think that's what I would say. Because it's very kind of her. I don't know of many people who would do such a thing. It's very kind of you. I thought it would be, but not all good intentions are welcomed. Oh no, Brianna. Her face changes, that sadness I'd seen glimpses of every now and then coming to the surface once more. I'm so sorry, I did not mean to make you sad. I'm not sure what possesses me to do so, but I lay my hand on her arm in comfort. Oh my gosh, feeling the cool surface of luminescent skin beneath my fingers. Seeing her like this stirs something in me. Some urge to do something, anything, to see her smile again. No, but genuinely, I feel so bad. I'm sorry to hear that. But if it helps, I'm very grateful to you for taking such good care of me. Oh my god, she blushed. Her lips curve up upwards, and there's something beautiful about the softness of her eyes, the pink blush across her skin. Thank you. But I'm simply doing my job. You needed help. I couldn't just leave you. You could have, but I'm glad you didn't. Oh god, this ship. The ship lurches violently, and Riona and I grab hold of the chair, fixtured securely to the floor, to keep ourselves from flying across the room. What was that? Probably just a gas cloud. Our pilot is usually good at avoiding them, but sometimes the autopilot veers us too close. Well, we're all done here. Best if you go back to your room and get some rest. Your body hasn't fully recovered. Do you think you can find your way back on your own? I'm sure I'll manage. Okay then. I'll bring you some food and fresh clothes in a little while, and check in on how you're doing. Thanks, Brianna. I exit the infirmary, heading back in the direction June and I had come from. At least, I think it was this way. Oh, this is way too accurate. I am directionally challenged as well, my friend. As I continue walking down the corridor, I realize all the doors look the same. Maybe I should have asked Riona to show me the way after all. Oh, if this ain't the truth. The corridors are all metal walls and elaborate circuitry, fluorescent lights evenly spaced, hanging from the ceiling, the occasional patch holding metal sheets together. I look around for some kind of sign, but find nothing, stopping only when I come to the next door. It's larger than the rest of them. It must lead somewhere important. Are we gonna go through it? Intrusive thoughts. After debating my choices for about a minute too long, I suddenly realize there's nothing to lose if I end up walking into the wrong room anyway. Very true. Yes! Yep. This certainly isn't where I'm meant to be. I should probably leave, though I can see the edges of a window behind a stack of crates against the wall, and it draws my curiosity. This must be the docks. The boarding area should be around here somewhere, which means the view from here must be breathtaking. Making my way past the crates, I'm now facing a large window, the vast, dark abyss of the universe laid bare in front of me. I count the stars as we pass, and I wonder if I'm truly from Goldis. Somewhere out there, the answers wait for me. I'm sure of it. Somewhere in the system lays the key to my true self. My only fear is whether it's a good idea to chase the ghosts of my past, or leave them buried where they are and start anew. Well, look who's up and running. Oh my gosh, he's so cool looking. I clutch at my chest as I jump at the voice, turning to find the source. Whoa, does he have a metal arm? Oh, that's so sick. Can we flirt with him too? Oh my god, wait. Relax, kid. I'm not gonna... Holy shit. Is that what all the racket is down here? He steps up to the door, peering through the small window with a look of mild irritation. When he steps back again, he swears under his breath. This is not good. The captain's gonna flip his lid when he hears there's a hole in the cargo hold. A hole in the what? Oh crap. Is it safe for us to be here? He paces a few steps, looking at the door nervously before turning to me. That door is airtight. I'm more worried about the That door is airtight. I'm more worried about the I'm more worried about the Lotilus supply. I'm more worried about the Lotilus supply. When I don't say anything, his lips pull into a tight line. Small fruit? Only grows on Talaran? You're Talari, aren't you? Surely you know what I'm talking about. Why did I turn country all of a sudden? Oh my god. I
shrug my shoulders, and he lets out a defeated sigh. Doc gets cranky without her special fruit, and you do not want to see her when she's cranky. Come on, let's head to the bridge. We can chat on the way. I just want to take a second to say I'm not a voice actor, so again, apologies. Oh my god, it's so bad. I'm trying to give them different voices because I want you guys to be able to differentiate who is talking, but I'm trying my best. I'm sorry. He turns briskly, and I debate running in the opposite direction and hiding in my room before I think better of it, and I'm forced to jog to catch up with him. Even though his posture seems tense, the curve of his lips suggests otherwise. I'm Bash, by the way. You got a name? Oh god, stop asking me that. Smiley face. Pleasure. So, smiley face, how the hell did you end up in the middle of the coup in So, smiley face, how the hell did you end up in the middle of the coup in Golditz? A coup? I don't remember. You don't remember how you got there? I don't remember anything. Well, except my name. June helped with that. Good old June, huh? He thinks for a moment before speaking again. Well, that's brilliant. Think about it. It's not every day you get to make up a brand new identity. You want to pick a new name? If you do it quick, I won't tell anyone you swapped it. Oh my god, please let me. Not that there's anything wrong with the one you've got, but think of all the choices. I'm thinking of them, Bash. I'm thinking of them. I should have gone with something else. I didn't know you guys were going to call me by my name. I stare at him, a little stunned, and after a moment or two, his face drops in realization. Unless you're not happy about all this. Shit, I'm sorry. Sometimes it takes my head a few seconds to catch up with my mouth, you know? Oh, what should we say? Okay. I'm not gonna make the man suffer. Come on, he already said sorry. It's fine, Bash, it's fine. I smile at him. There's something addictive about his energy. The way he seems to be almost bouncing on air with each step. It's fine. To be honest, I don't know how to feel about it yet. It's an odd feeling, not knowing. I should be feeling something, right? But I don't know. It's confusing. I get it. There's nothing like falling on your ass to make you feel like nothing in this damn world makes sense anymore. If it's any consolation, I've been there once or twice myself. Oh. He smiles sadly, and I have a hard time imagining anything in the world bringing down the bundle of energy in front of me. My eyes drift to the way his tattoos flicker, glowing luminescent under the spaceship's lights, and then to the bionic arm at his side, a network of metal plates and connectors, intrinsically woven together. God, his design is so cool. On closer inspection, I noticed the hastily patched repair jobs and oil-stained bandages, holding parts of it together, and I can't keep a smile from tilting my lips. There's something about Bash that fascinates me, something rough and unruly, and I find myself wishing I could learn more about him. Yes, tell me more. Oh my god, he's flexing for us. Wow, oh my gosh. Guys, why is everyone so attractive in this game? Okay. Do the bionics make you nervous? I snap my gaze to his face, embarrassed at being caught staring. I was staring too, girl. He laughs, and I can't help but feel like he's laughing at me. You never seen bionics before? Your mouth is practically dragging on the floor. No, I've seen them before. I don't know. Maybe I've never seen them up close. Oh, that's it, is it? You're hoping for a closer look? Oh, okay. Sir. Oh my goodness. Okay. I don't want to roll my eyes. Okay. No, he's so cute. We could blush. We could blush. Honestly, I think I did just blush in real life, so. But like, why does his energy make me want to like? He kind of makes me want to. Okay, we're just gonna press this one and not talk about it. Okay, don't look at me. He waggles his eyebrows at me suggestively, and a grin tilts my lips. Two can play at that game. I stop walking and slowly run a finger over his metal arm. Oh my, I did not say to do that. And it's so cool under my fingertips that I almost shiver. Oh my goodness. Can I put this on YouTube? Is this okay? Bash watches me warily but doesn't stop me. Are you offering? Oh my god. Ow, his blush is so cute. Oh my god. He clears his throat, completely caught off guard, and I laugh out loud at the ruffled look on his face. The moment ending. Careful who you're playing with, Tin Man. Ow, he has a nickname. He smirks, regaining his composure in an instant. Tin Man, huh? Haven't heard that one before. I like it. I prefer Man of Steel, though. Oh, I bet you do. I'm curious, do they give you any special abilities? Bash flexes his bionic arm in front of him, making a fist and relaxing it again. His face is strained all of a sudden, haunted by the ghost of memories past. This is stronger than any old human arm. Faster, too. Crushes steel as easy as a tin can. But the real moneymaker is this. He gestures to his left eye, giving me the opportunity to study it closer. It's obvious on first glance that there's something different about it. The way it pulses a bright electric yellow makes his right eye, a dark forest green, seem almost dull in comparison. Infrared sight, X-ray vision, advanced targeting. I instinctively move to cover myself before he laughs heartily, and I stop, dropping my arms to my side and feeling a little foolish. Oh, I would totally do that too. Relax, kid. Why am I a kid? Are we younger than him? Maybe. Relax, kid. You'll know when it's activated. It glows red. Oh, okay. I laugh at myself, trying to recover from my awkward reaction. And the tattoos. Purely ornamental, though I like to think they add to my overall formidable appearance. An ungraceful snort escapes me before I can stop it. I hesitate, deciding how to word the question that's poised on my lips without sounding like I'm digging for gory details. How did you end up with them? I mean, if you don't mind me asking. Bash grimaces, and I'm immediately aware of how intrusive I'm being. Sorry, you don't have to answer that. I'll make you a deal. When something worth sharing pops into that head of yours, I'll tell you. I agree with a nod of my head and a slight smile of my own, falling into step beside him once again. So, what do you think of our humble abode? Ignoring the fact, of course, that there's a great fucking hole in the cargo hold. I can't help but smile at the way Bash seems to flip something as serious as a hole in the spaceship to something of mere inconvenience. I haven't seen much of it yet. No one's given you a tour? The outrage. You'd think they were a band of bloody savages if you didn't know any better. Have you met the captain yet? No. Bash gives a scoff of a laugh, then shakes his head in amusement. I can't say you're missing out. That man's got a vendetta on a scale I've never seen before. Just stay clear of his warpath and you'll be okay, kid. But let's see. Anyone else you'd like to know more about? Oh my god, they're gonna make me choose. Stop it. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I could say not really, but like, I don't want to end the conversation with Bash because I like Bash. June, but then I would be not picking Riona, and I kind of like both of them, so I don't know. I kind of want to hear about the pilot, right? Like, we haven't met him yet, or her. I don't know who it is, but like, we haven't met them yet. And they've got a vendetta. Like, that's so intriguing. Do tell, do tell. There was mention of a pilot. Ah, yes. Now there's a pocket rocket if I ever did see one. Too bad she wasn't a fan of the water tank plans I drew up. One of them catalfins, you know. What I wouldn't give to see a full-blown space mermaid in all of their watery glory. His mind drifts elsewhere for a moment, and when I clear my throat, he shrugs his shoulders and shakes his head. She'd rather live like a lowly old human. Can't see the sense in that personally. Now we get, oh, they're gonna make us ask again. Oh crap, okay. What should we do? Should we learn about Riona or June? Or nobody? No, I want to learn more about somebody. Okay, I'm a bee. I feel like we learned a lot. We learned more about Riona in our interaction, to be honest. Like, she's Tolaran, and she loves her planet, and she's got a mister. But like June, I didn't learn anything about him, so let's hear about him. It's also been a while since we talked to him, and I miss him. Okay. June seems nice. Oh, the cowboy. Oh my god. The cowboy brought you on board. Has he shown you his guns yet? Oh, not yet, Ash. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. It won't be long till he's whipping them out. Stop. Both sets of them. Just watch out for that pet of his. Ooh. Sharp teeth and confined spaces are not a good mix, let me tell you now. Don't ask me how I know that. His pet. You'll know it when you see it. Trust me. Oh my god. Oh, okay, we get to learn about everybody. Okay, Riona. Let's hear about Riona. Yes, tell me about Miss Thay. She's so sweet. Riona comes to mind. He gives me a look, one I can't quite decipher. Doc is, well, there's plenty I could say about her, but I'll save it for another time. His face changes at that, becoming softer somehow. Oh my god. Wait, does he like her? Wait. I'm not trying to, you know, if you guys are a thing, like, I am not trying to get in between that. Let me just say that right now, okay? Why do I now ship them? Oh my god. You've obviously met me, the most handsome and talented engineer this side of Callius X. I would say that's all you need to know, but I'm sure there was someone else. Why do I feel like I'm forgetting someone? He holds a finger against his lips, and I can't tell if he's serious, or this is all just for dramatic effect. He snaps his fingers in front of him, grinning at me as we walk through a set of double doors. Who is it? Who is it? Is it the captain? Oh yes. The assassin. Says he's a spy, but between you and me, I can see him sneaking up on me from a mile away. He leans in closer to whisper the last part, his eyes glinting with an unmistakable mischief. Always lurking in the shadows, playing with his knives. You know, this one time, I swear I saw him.
Saw me what?
Oh my gosh. He's so attractive. Damon, hey. I was just telling the newbie here all about our happy little crew.
Delightful. Please, don't let me stop you.
You know what? I think I hear the captain calling my name. What's that, Cap? Bye, Bash. Bash is already halfway across the bridge before I have the chance to say goodbye, leaving me standing on my own at the entrance. Well, not quite on my own, as Damon is still leaning nonchalantly against the wall next to me. I spare him a nervous glance, my skin prickling under his cold stare. The way he's looking me over makes me feel I'm not so much a guest on this ship, but his prey. I wonder, is he really an assassin? Trying to ignore his unnerving presence, I survey the front of the ship. The room is spacious, control panels spread across the front, 2 seats for the pilot and co-pilot surrounded by a domed window, and a cluster of seats behind them. I duck my head a little to see through the glass up ahead. The view of SHOUTOUT is even more breathtaking from here. I've no idea what the planet we're passing in the distance is, but somehow it makes me feel unnervingly small. A tiny, insignificant speck, alone in this vast galaxy. The drifting sound of arguing reaches my ears, and a couple of people I haven't yet met, coupled with June and Bash, pace across the room toward us. One man, his presence ominous, stops them all, his voice booming through the space. Oh, is there another? Okay. Over the grinding of engines and the whir of electronics, I can't quite make out what they're arguing about, and I feel a slinking presence beside me, dark and ominous and entirely dangerous. Everyone I've met so far has been welcoming in their own way, but this man, Damon, Bash called him, feels anything but. My eyes flick to the side, and I know even before I see that he's watching me. Oh my goodness. Okay, should we introduce ourselves to the others or hang back? Okay, I kind of want to talk to Damon, so I'm thinking we should hang back, guys. Okay, let's hang back and talk. On second thought, it might not be such a good idea to barge into the middle of a debate between people I don't know, on a ship I don't belong on, in the middle of nowhere. Tension hangs in the air, so thick you could cut it with a blade. I see now that any interruption would be less than welcome. I turn to find something else to do in the meantime, startled upon finding Damon closer than I had expected, staring me down through cold, calculated eyes. Oh my gosh. That freaking, scar through his eyebrow is doing something to me. Okay.
Good to know you're not as dumb as you look.
He speaks with a tone that leaves me unsure of his intention, holding a thin blade between forefinger and thumb, sheathing it quickly upon catching my wandering eye.
And here I thought, after we found you smack dab in the middle of an attack on the royal palace, that you were a total write-off. Makes me wonder if I was wrong.
Oh my God, do not smirk at me like that. I stare at him dumbly, utterly baffled by how anyone could exude so much charm, yet be so completely disrespectful at the same time. Tall, dark, and handsome is an understatement for the man in front of me, but there's something else. Something venomous lingering behind that wolfish smile. Something that seems almost cruel in comparison to the beauty of the rest of him. What happened to you, Damon? Damon lets out a long, dramatic sigh, cocking his head left and then right, sizing me up.
No. Something about your slack jaw and half-witted stare tells me I most certainly wasn't.
Ooh, this man. Oh my goodness. Okay, we can say nothing. I don't want to do that. We can respond with sarcasm, or we can challenge him. Okay, this feels like the passive-aggressive, and this feels the aggressive, right? So, I don't know. Something about me feels like this is an armor he's wearing, right? Like, someone hurt him, he's been hurt, and this is his way of coping with it. So, ooh, should I be the bigger person? I don't want to say nothing. He makes me want to be like a brat, you know? Like, I just want to rebel. Okay, passive aggressive, I think, okay? Because it's kind of like the middle ground, you know? Like, oh, I don't know if this is the right choice. Oh my goodness, okay. Okay, we're gonna be passive aggressive. I've decided, it's done. See, we can make decisions, and we live with them, and it's gonna all be okay. Oh look, I should be the bigger person. Ignore him or simply walk away, but let's be honest, I'm not. At least, I don't want to be. Hey. Oh, I'm sorry. Did my telepathic mind powers ask for your opinion? Damon blinks, utterly taken aback by my response. Thank you so much, O wisest of sages, for gifting me with your words. I roll my eyes so far back into my head that for a moment I fear I'll end up seeing my own brain. This insufferable man is clearly intent on pushing my every button, and although I'm trying to keep my cool, he's succeeding.
Look, I wasn't the one who decided to haul your ass onto this ship. You'd still be back on Goldus, stuck in the middle of a war for all I care.
He shrugs nonchalantly, leaning back against the wall as if he were having any old chat about the weather. What is your problem? Damon pushes himself off the wall, shoving an accusing finger in my face and looking very much like he wants to toss me off this spaceship with his own bare hands.
You come in here waltzing around, getting all up in our business, and you even have the nerve to talk back to me. I don't trust you.
The challenge in his eyes would be enough to dismantle anyone, but I had tumbled far too deeply down the rabbit hole to give up now. You don't even know me.
Exactly.
I turn to leave, thoroughly done with this conversation and the way Damon's mood chops and changes as quickly as the view from the cockpit. Bye, Damon. Oh my god, wait. Stop it.
Where are you going?
A silky voice stops me in my tracks, and when I look at Damon, it's to find him studying me curiously, as if I were some specimen in a laboratory. Back to my room.
But we've only just started having fun. You know what else I'm good at? Finding out what people want. What they really want.
Oh my god, Damon. You guys. He pushes himself away from the wall, stepping toward me with an unnatural feline grace. So tell me, smiley face, what is it that you truly desire? His voice still holds what seems to be a perpetually snarky undertone, but when he asks me that, I don't know. Damon narrows his cold blue eyes, the look in them clearly unsatisfied with my answer. Everyone wants something. It's usually dark, twisted, and secretive, but it's what makes us who we are. I have no idea what I want. Liar. I'll find out what it is sooner or later. His hooded eyes slide up and down my body, leaving a burning trail in their wake. Is he really hitting on me? Oh my god, I hope so. I mean, never mind, wait, I take that back. This man is... oh god, I don't know how to feel. I am not giving him the satisfaction of telling him that I like that. No. I could completely write him off by saying good luck. That feels flirty to me too, though. Am I just flirting with everybody? Is this what we're learning today? That I'm just like a big flirt? I don't know. Oh no, what should I do? I want to say good luck, or I'd like to see you try, right? Which one should I do? I'm gonna say good luck. Good luck with that. Through my failed attempt to make my voice sound light, I know he can hear the tremble in my words, and he grins in that wolfish way that makes my head spin and my mouth go dry.
I don't need luck, newbie.
I blink dumbly at his unfaltering confidence, at how it drips from him like smoke, coiling translucently around his limbs. Do you do that on purpose? Make it feel as though you're trying to lure every poor soul into your bed? Damon laughs, and for a moment I think I've caught him off guard with my boldness. He seems younger when he laughs. A glow flushes his face, and as short as the moment is, I'm glad to have caught a glimpse of what's under that icy exterior.
Maybe. Do you want to be lured into my bed?
Oh my god. Not particularly. He laughs again, and I sense a shift in him. Something that relaxes his shoulders and chases the shadows from his face.
You know, you're not so bad. We might just get along. If you stick around, of course.
He winks at me in a way that feels oddly conspiratorial.
Just don't expect any special treatment.
I'm still lost in the moment when footsteps approach, heavy set and clipped, and a gruff voice calls toward us. Oh my god, there's more. I thought we were done. Okay guys, this is too much for me. I'm gonna call it here because I'm about to lose my mind. If you guys want to see another part where we meet this hottie right here, let me know in the comments below. I think this is the captain. He looks like a captain. Oh my goodness. So, I did not realize that visual novel, well maybe it's just this one, I don't know, but I did not realize that we were going to be like flirting with people today. But I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that I made the right choices. Let me know if I didn't. And yeah, if there's any other visual novels out there that you want to see in ASMR, I'm willing to give them a shot because this was really fun, and I think I'm a fan of this type of game, so